Shri Sai Ram. Welcome to Science class, 9th class state syllabus. Chapter name is Diversity in Living Organisms. In today's class, we are going to study part 4, that is Kingdom Animalia. Before going to study about the characteristics of Kingdom Animalia, we will recall what we have studied in the previous class. Kingdom Animalia is divided into 9 phyla. Those are Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Chordata. First, we will see main points of the Porifera. Organisms include pores, they contain pores all over the body. Coelenterata, body has a single opening and tissue level organization is seen. Platyhelminthes include flatworms, acoelomate organisms, that is coelom is absent. Nematoda, tissue level organization is seen and no real organs are formed. And I have given home assignment in the last class, and now you check the answers for those questions. First question, list the 9 phyla of Kingdom Animalia. Answer, Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Nematoda, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata and Chordata. Next question is, differentiate between Porifera and Coelenterata. First we will see under Porifera, organisms with holes or pores. Body consists of single opening. Again in Porifera, minimum differentiation into tissues, and in Coelenterata, tissue level organization is seen. And in Porifera, organisms are not movable, that is non-motile. In Coelenterata, both the types, motile as well as non-motile organisms are included. And the third question is, name the phyla in which flatworms are included. Why these are called as flatworms? I already explained, because dorsiventrally, both front and back side, the organisms are flat. Hence, they are called as flatworms. And answer is Platyhelminthes. And the next question is, write the functions of tentacles. Answer, tentacles help in catching the prey and offer protection. And in the last class, we have studied different phyla of animal kingdom, and today we are going to study the continuation of the Kingdom Animalia. Now, starts with the phylum Annelida. And these organisms are found in fresh water, marine water as well as land. Fresh water, all you know, that is lakes, rivers, ponds, all those comes under fresh water, and marine water, that is salt water, seas and oceans. And these organisms we can see on land also. Next, these are triploblastic and bilaterally symmetrical. In the previous video, I have explained about the diploblastic and triploblastic. Triploblastic means 3 germ layers will be present, that is ectoderm, endoderm as well as mesoderm. And these are the 3 germ layers. From these germ layers, the tissues are going to be formed. And bilaterally symmetrical. And about symmetry also, I explained in the previous video, That is, the organism can be divided into two equal halves only in one plane. That is called bilaterally symmetrical. And here you observe the organism, the body can be divided into two equal halves only in this one angle. I have given the example of our human face, that is from this angle we can make into two equal halves, and those two will be the mirror images. And here organ system organization is seen. Just compare the previous phyla and now what we are studying, advancement you can observe. There the organ system organization is not formed, tissue level was there, and here advancement is there. And here body is segmented from head to tail till flatworms, that is Platyhelminthes and Nematoda, body is not segmented. Here you can see the body segments. Body, upon the body you can see these segments. See here, you can observe the segments upon the body. And till Nematoda, the body is not segmented. And here excretion is through nephridia. Nephridia are the special excretory organs we can see in annelidans. Example, earthworm and leech. And the next phyla is Arthropoda. Arthropoda. Arthropoda means jointed legs. You can observe this cockroach here in your house also. You might have seen these cockroaches. Just see here. Observe the legs. These are jointed. And in arthropods, this is the special feature, that is the jointed legs. And this is the largest phylum of the kingdom Animalia. Arthropoda is the largest phylum. These are bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic. See the organism, this is also exhibiting bilaterally symmetrical. That is, we can get two equal halves by only through one angle. And these are also triploblastic. 3 germ layers are seen. And body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. See the organism here. The body is differentiated into 3 parts. That is, the first part is head and the next is thorax and this is the abdomen region. In most of the arthropodans, the body is divided into head, thorax and abdomen. Here we can see the open circulatory system. Here, what is meant by open circulatory system? Open, that is, the blood is circulated in the cavity, not in the blood vessels. That is called open circulatory system. And the blood enters into the cavity, body cavity, that is called hemocoel. That is called hemocoel. And the next, respiration is through trachea or book lungs. In arthropodans, respiration is by trachea or book lungs. These are the examples of arthropoda. This is prawn. You might have seen in the seashores. And this is scorpion. And this is spider. And this is centipede. If the houses are not kept clean, you might have observed the spiders also in your house. And the next is phylum Mollusca. In this, organisms exhibit bilaterally symmetrical and body shows some segmentation. Here you can observe the segments. And the coelomic cavity is reduced. coelomic cavity. The cavity is reduced in this mollusca and the body is covered by a shell. This is the special characteristic feature of molluscans. Shell, the hard shell you can observe upon this snail. And the next, organ system organization you can see here. After the tissue level, the next level is organ system organization. Still advanced you can see in these phyla. And then kidney-like organs for excretion. Kidney-like organs are there for excretion, not exactly as such kidneys. And here you can observe open system of circulation. Here also you can see, as arthropodans also exhibit open system of circulation, here also open circulatory system, as already I explained. The blood flows into the cavity, not in blood vessels. And muscular foot for locomotion. For locomotion they will use the muscular foot, the extensions which are coming out from this body. This is octopus and pila. These are some of the examples of molluscans. And this is unio and mussel. Whenever you reach to visit the sea or ocean, children are fond of collecting these shells. And the next phyla is Echinodermata. Echinodermata, it is made up of two Greek words, that is echinos. Echinos means spine and derma means skin. Spiny skinned organisms are included in Echinodermata. These are free living marine animals. In oceans and seas we can observe these, and these are free living, not attached to the substratum. And these are also triploblastic and coelomate, that is coelomic cavity is present. Skeleton is made up of calcium carbonate. The outer skeleton, it is made up of calcium carbonate. And there is a tube feet for locomotion. This is the special characteristic feature of echinoderms. Tube feet for locomotion. These tube feet are the external outgrowths formed from this body wall, and these tube feet are helpful for locomotion. Example, starfish and sea urchin. Hope you all understood about these different phyla of animal kingdom, and go through the textbook, and I have given some questions here and you have to write the answers for that. First question, which is the largest phylum in animal kingdom? Differentiate between Annelida and Arthropoda and name the phylum where spiny skinned organisms are included. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.